Week 7 review for the Keeper League. If anyone ever pays attention to these awesome videos that I produce, I might be a little hyper because I did the awesome chore the last few days, and I got a few more days to go, of inspecting Halloween candy. It is a really tough job, I tell ya. I am full of chocolate right now. Whew. And you know what's even? I guess there is a benefit to having 4 kids. Because, 4 kids is ridiculous. But there is one benefit, and oh my gosh, you should see all the candy I got. Dude, I'm not joking, I have like the largest kind of Tupperware thing you can find. Like, like the largest you can find. It's completely full 2 times.
Oh, okay.
And I got 3 more. Oh, I just farted. That's the chocolate wanting to come out. I still got 3 more trunk or treatings that they got to go to. And the best part is, I don't get it. I don't have to go. I'm going to one of them, and that's it. This is really. This is the only good part. I guess you could call this my pre-hibernation for my winter gaining weight, because all this candy, of course, and I get to bribe them. They want candy? Go clean your room. I want candy? Do your homework. I want candy? Finish all your dinner. It's the only good part about Halloween. I can bribe them now. All right, back to football times. Enough of my enjoyment of candy. So, this little poll thing looks like it's going to go to a no for now. It just was a spur of the moment thing. Somebody brought it to my attention they wanted to do. So, no big deal. But I did think of the idea. If you read the last post I wrote, I did think of an idea like that would make, like when Craig made the trade with Adam, and he had money for this year and next year. Um, but what, like I wrote, what if both teams involved with making a trade on exchanging money to that person or the other person, both teams have to pay next year's entry fee before uh, before they can do that trade. That way, and it's non-refundable. That way, both teams are committed to next year, and if they drop out, well, they just lost their entry fee money, and we would use that entry fee money for whoever picks them up, I guess. That way, if the team that takes over that new team doesn't like it, well, hey, you get to play for free anyway. Also, Vash thought of an idea also that makes some sense. If a team does drop out in the future, that the new team doesn't get any keepers. He just starts off fresh, $200. All the players go in the pot. Um, that way, because sometimes if you have a team that has to drop out and they got some good keepers, we'll say, uh, and the new team gets to take them. Well, what if I say, hey, I'm gonna quit and then I'm gonna come back and I'll take this other team instead, or there could be other ideas. But anyway, I'm just thinking of that. I mean, that's not a bad idea though. That the team that if somebody drops out, a new team taking over just starts fresh with no keepers, and all the players from the team that quit just get put on the free agent market or for the bidding or whatever. So anyway, that's some other stuff to think about for the future. Also, my other idea, which I'm going to think about for all the leagues in scoring, what if for interceptions and fumbles lost, they're minus 2 points. But what if those are returned for touchdowns, like a pick six or a fumble six? What if we give -4 for those? I think it can be done. I haven't really looked into it, but I think that that they can do that on this site. So anyway, I just want to throw that at everyone. Now let's go to the football because I'm running out of time now. But this year, by the way, okay, so it is a dead issue. There is going to be no trading for money for next year. All that for right now. We'll discuss that at the end of the year to start next year, possibly. So, kind of ticked off. Yeah. Banana Hot Seat should have beat me. He did beat me, but I should have actually beat him come Monday night. All I needed was Joe Flacco to have a normal game, 25 points, we'll say. Torrey Smith just to have a so-so game, maybe 8 to 10 points. That did not happen, and that sucked. They had the worst. That was the most boring Monday night game in a long time. A long time. I thought it was going to be a blowout, too, and the Jaguars end up winning. That's bull crap. I'm trying to load up this thing so I can see everyone's points. There we go. Oh, and he had Jimmy Graham. Jimmy Graham and Arian Foster bit me in so many leagues this week. Not in this league, Arian Foster, but I got beat by Arian Foster in 3 other leagues. Jimmy Graham beat me in this league and in, I believe, 2 other leagues as well because of that 23 point. Because, I mean, a tight end can get, 10 to 15 points usually. No, not Jimmy Graham. 23 and a half. So I end up losing. And did I play? Yeah, I did. And I had a good week from my main starters. My receivers just sucked, and I didn't have Aaron Hernandez, and Greg Olsen sucked. I was just, I don't know. Anyway, good win, Travis. You got lucky. You know it. I mean, you had some unfortunate stuff with McGahee getting hurt and Chris Wells getting hurt, so you had those unfortunate things, but I had you. And your defense got -10. -10 from your defense, and you still beat me. Jeez. Brad, the team of the year, the rookie of the year, I even would say, took a dive. Had Fred Jackson on a bye, but had DeMarco Murray to take his place, but Rashard Mendenhall had the worst game ever. Steve Smith even had a good game. I mean, look at Brad's score, 159 points. That's a good score. He just happened to play Craig, who had 171 because of Arian Foster and Drew Brees' 53 points and 52.5 points production. I mean, look at this. Miles Austin got 3 and Nate Washington got 2 and his defense got 2. And he still gets 178 points, 71 points. Good win, Craig. Gilkison gets a 2-point victory over Devils. And John Beck was your quarterback. Wow. And Dexter McCluster was your running back. And Doug Baldwin was your receiver who got 0. And Sebastian Janikowski was your kicker and he was out. And you just probably didn't, just said, screw it, don't worry about it, getting a kicker. You had Vic on a bye, Gore on a bye, and you still won by 2. And you want to know why? Because Devils lost hope in Matt Schaub. He played Matt Castle because Castle was playing the Raiders. And Castle sucked. And what else? You had Cedric Benson on a bye. And LeGarrette Blount out because of injury. But if you would have played Schaub, even Sanchez, you would have won. Good win, Adam. Vash loses as usual. To Bad Influence. Bad Influence had pretty much a strong week. He had Vernon Davis on a bye, but Jared Cook got 10 points out of him on it, so that was good. His main guy, man, Ben Roethlisberger. I've never seen him get so many points this year. He's really been putting on the numbers. Yeah, Vash, your team really doesn't have much to talk about. I mean, it's pretty sad when Jackie Battle scores pretty much as Chris Johnson. What a bust Chris Johnson is. Sea of Red finally loses to the Groupers. The Sea of Red really didn't have a team this week, though. He had no quarterback. Obviously, Curtis Painter is not a quarterback. And D'Angelo Williams has been the biggest bust of a re-sign. He should donate his money back to the team for sucking so bad. And what's up with Dallas Clark? He's had one good week all year. And I know usually when the new quarterback comes in, doesn't the new quarterback typically throw to the tight end? And Dallas Clark has nothing. It's crazy. And the groupers won because of my stupidity. I sold Matt Forte to the Miami Groupers for $10. I could have kept him. I had Forte kept all summer, and then the last 2 weeks before draft, I decided I think I might sell Matt Forte. Oh my god, that was the biggest. And the only reason why I sold him was because they got Marion Barber, so I figured he's going to eat into his goal line carries. Stupid me for analyzing things too much. Silver and Black, I think, set a record. You want to know what that record is? Least points in a game. 43 and a half points. 43. His entire team. Oh, let me go look real quick. I just want to look. I know there's got to be somebody. I think it's Ben Roethlisberger. No. Yeah, Drew Brees, quarterback. Drew Brees scores more than his entire team. Wouldn't that have been cool to have to play Efren's team if you had Drew Brees? Just say, I'm going to start Drew Brees and bench the rest of my team. I still won. You got 2 from your quarterback, 2 from running back, 2 from another running back, 2 from Vincent Jackson, 1 from your kicker, and oh my gosh. Your highest scoring guy was Hayward Bay, and then your defense. That's hilarious, Efren. Good job, Jimmy. That was probably the easiest win you'll ever have. Gosh, that is hilarious. All right, I might be running out of time. I probably already ran out of time. Let's look. I got. Oh no, I got plenty of time. I got 3 minutes left. How about that? All right. Well, for next week. Oh, I didn't even talk about the pick'ems. Man, there's only 1 week left of the pick'ems. If you didn't know, and somebody had a real bad week in the pick'ems, and that would be Bad Influence, the leader. He had. He ended up bringing Jimmy within 1. Jimmy got 10 right, pulls out from, I think he was in 4th place. Now he's in 2nd, only 1 behind Bad Influence. And now Banana Hot Seat pulls up to 2 behind Bad Influence. 1 week left. Who will finish first? That will be exciting. Who's going to pick the Chiefs to beat the Chargers? I think that one will come. I think it's going to come down to that. Chiefs, Chargers at home. If it was at San Diego, pick the Chargers. This one could be a little interesting because it's all pretty much what will Mike do. Will Mike pick the Chargers or the Chiefs? Then you got to think, what were you going to do? All right, let's go to the picks for next week. All right, Dragons playing Kccffl. Oh, a little Topeka action. I am going to have to say that Dragon Balls wins. I mean, until Craig's team has a dive, I just can't, and he's got pretty much everyone at full strength. So Craig wins. Brad at doubles. Well, you got Cedric Benson out, LeGarrette Blunt out. Those are your two main guys. Well, your team still looks pretty good. Steven Jackson, Norshawn Marino is going to be starting. You got Matt Schaub. And oh my gosh, Brad has Aaron Rodgers on a bye, and he's playing Colt McCoy. That's like a 10 to 15 point deduction. He will be playing probably Deshaun Jackson, Wes Welker. Really? Are you not going to play Deshaun Jackson? Wow, that was ballsy. That is ballsy. I know it's a tough decision you have right there because I'm looking at your roster. It's Fred Jackson, Mendenhall, DeMarco Murray, Steve Smith, Carolina, Wes Welker. That is a tough decision. I'm going to say, Brad, you're still going to win. Okay? You're welcome. Sea of Red will have Eli back. He will have Adrian, Dez. Okay, let's just go to Bad Influence. Bad Influence. You will have pretty much everyone. I am going to go on a limb. This is going to be crazy. I'm feeling crazy. I'm going to pick the upset here. Sea of Red, I think, is going to upset here. The Groupers playing Vash. And I am thinking that the Groupers, you don't have Forte